Coming up tonight on Hooper's Delight, we take flight with some of the best basketball from around the city. It was Memphis versus the world at Briarcrest as teams from around the country took on some of the Bluff City's best. Plus, White Station and Arlington hooped it out in our game of the week. These highlights and more. Sit tight. It's time for Hooper's Delight.
This a Hooper's Delight, you know I'm in it to win. Yo, I'm shooting tonight, you whiff it, missing the rim. This ain't a pool, right? But it's sink or just swim. I'm in the pocket, can stop me from sinking the sand. Yo, you running for the basket, I'm right here in the middle. Got the ball and I'ma snatch it, cause you can't even dribble, dude. You be needing practice, you tired and you brittle. The hoop I'm aiming at it, then fire like a missile. Yeah, get out the lane, I'm going on my way to victory. Trying to be an all-star like the greatest in the league. In the zone, I'm going hard, playing vicious in the key. Talking about cigars when I say the swish is sweet. Your team is always chasing, they know I got the jumps. Try to block me, I'ma shake ya and leave you in the dust. I'm slamming on you haters, I'm dunking on you chumps. Hitting threes like see you later, the scoreboard just erupts.
We begin this episode of Hooper's Delight with the number one team in our Grade 8 power poll, the Briarcrest Saints, nationally ranked, led by top 20 player Kennedy Chandler at the point. All Saints against Surge Christian out of Florida. Memphis versus the World basketball event. Tyler Harrington had a big game for Briarcrest, and so did Kennedy Chandler. Knocks down the open three. Speaking of, his teammate had it stuck on automatic from the outside. Harrington knocking down multiple triples in the first half. He likes that left side, and Chandler, he likes to show his entire game. That's a big time pass for the assist, and he can get up too, showing a hop in transition. Briarcrest an easy winner, 90-78, the final. So the Saints on fire to start the season. They improved to a perfect 7-0 with a 44-point win over Marshall County on Saturday. Also hooping in Memphis versus the world, the Christian Brothers Purple Wave continue their tough early season schedule. They took on St. Louis Christian, and the Purple Wave could not miss. They were red hot to start the game. Everybody who touched it, touching nothing but the bottom of the net. Christian Brothers jumping out to a 17-point first half lead. Spencer Stallnaker with a jumper there. Then Reese McMullen with the money ball here. McMullen with 14. Later they passed it around, and Harrison Kelly says, "You want more of that three? You better give it to me." Kelly and McMullen with 14 apiece to lead the Purple Wave charge. That's the good news. The bad news, St. Louis Christian came back, and they handed the Purple Wave a tough loss, 52-49. Elsewhere, Lausanne tried to make it back-to-back wins over the weekend. The Lynx threw down with a 68-60 victory in their Memphis versus the World game against Surge. Then on Saturday, they made the trip to the Bartlett Invitational, Provine the opponent, and Jonathan Desjournay got Lausanne off to a good start with the and one. Lynx on a 6-0 run to start the game, but the Rams came to play, getting up to get down. Later, Lausanne, a defensive statement, Musa Cisse making his presence felt in the paint. Provine, though, had an answer for that. Just stay outside, and the jumpers were falling. Provine building a 12-point first half lead, second quarter. Lynx closing the gap in transition. A good pass to Nick Floyd, and Nick making good on the finish. But the visitors too good on this night. They led the half, and they handed Lynx a surprising loss. Earlier at the Bartlett Invitational, former Germantown head coach Jason James brought his Kenwood team to take on Bolton. Wildcat guard Jaden Thompson with a tough move, but Kenwood just a bit tougher. They get the W 61-45. Our Memphis Sports Zone Game of the Week brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, featured White Station in Arlington. Tigers playing good basketball as of late, and they were off to a good start against the Spartans. Andre Watson gave Arlington an 8-point lead in the first quarter. Defense playing well too. The steal leads to the field. Dotson layup. Tigers in control, but later in the second quarter, White Station starts finding success inside. They hurt the Tigers in the paint on multiple possessions. Devon Barnes with a take and the make as the Spartans climb back into it. Still in the second quarter, Arlington with more defense, another steal, and Ernest Smith Jr. going coast to coast for the below-the-rim Jim Smith. A lefty going with the offhand, but the rest of the second quarter belonged to the Spartans. Kobe Hilton's a left-hander, and he's good from the outside. White Station still good from the inside, too. Crashed the glass to take a 4-point lead to the half. Willie Foreman doing the honors not once, but twice.